Watch and burn.
Hey everybody. So tonight I want to discuss Holocaust 2000. Now, this movie came out in 1977, and to be straight up, this is a 100% ripoff of The Omen. This stars Kirk Douglas, and that's probably the only reason I ended up seeing this entire movie through. I thought the story was clever enough with his son, Angel. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, I don't like seeing that light. What the fuck is that? There really shouldn't be any lights coming from down there. That's gotta be a cop. Alright, well, fuck it. I don't think they'll see me here. I don't know. That's gotta be a cop. Anyways, yeah, I mean, the reason this movie works is because Kirk Douglas is an incredibly talented actor who can carry a film whose plot is far from perfect on his back so successfully that I watched this twice. And then, subsequently, from that point forward, I've ended up watching this movie a few more times. And I think it's just really based off the fact that, first off, this movie's kind of wacky. You see Kirk Douglas naked in a dream sequence as he's putting together the 7 parts of his nuclear power plant that he is attempting to build actually matches the 7 heads of the demon that's going to bring about the end of the world. Because this is a straightforward Omen ripoff in the sense that his son is the devil, he's the Antichrist, and this nuclear power plant that Kirk Douglas and his company are attempting to build somewhere in the Middle East, I think it's in Saudi Arabia, the 7 parts of it's a very cool looking nuke plant, but it's going to bring about the end of the world in cooperation with his son. Now, his son has yet to be born. His wife dies, his eldest son is there when she's murdered. A guy shows up at the party and tries to kill Douglas, saying that Douglas will bring about the end of the world. And he is thwarted, but the knife falls into Douglas's wife, kills her, and then it's just him and his son Angel until he meets this younger chick who he ends up getting pregnant. Then he finds out that baby is apparently supposed to be, Damien or whatever, because again, this is a straight Omen ripoff. But what happens, or what is revealed, is that actually, no, that kid is fine. His son Angel was the second born because there were twins at birth. Angel had a twin brother who died first. So Angel was the second born, and therefore Angel, ironically named Angel, is actually the Antichrist who is about to bring about the end of the world. I mean, some things about this I just didn't understand. For example, I loved the nuke plant design. I did absolutely love the medical procedure where Kirk Douglas is questioning whether or not he's going crazy and he's losing his mind. That was very cool. This entire movie is so Italian horror. If you don't dig, say, Lucio Fulci's films or Dario Argento's films from this era, you're probably not going to appreciate much about this. This is very Italian horror. But I loved the place where the medical procedure was being done. It was very Tron. And then the power station or whatever in the power plant that they're building or whatever, that place was rad looking too. I loved that. And I did love, of course, how Jesus backwards is 2 square root 231, and apparently Satanists have a habit of using that number in order to sort of insult Jesus, because that's the number that shows up all over this movie, like dun dun dun, like the big 666 in The Omen. Let's see. I also thought the padded room swarming when Kirk Douglas is institutionalized because his son Angel has since revealed that, yes, I am the Antichrist, Dad, and we got to get rid of you because I've got a world to end. So he has him institutionalized, and while he's in there, the dude that tries to kill him at the start, he's in the institution, of course, because he's been institutionalized at the beginning for saying that Kirk Douglas is going to bring about the end of the world. Sounds crazy, right? So he's in there with him. He brings Kirk Douglas straitjacket into another room with all these dudes who swarm him in this ever-growing padded room. It gets bigger and bigger as they need it to be in order for this swarm to work. I thought that was really dumb, and I didn't understand how the swarm had such a hard time killing him. He's one guy. I thought that was kind of stupid. But Douglas gets away, and the movie ends with him in exile with his new wife and his third son, hiding out, waiting for the world to end. Now, there were 2 endings to this film, of course, but this is the one they chose to go with because this is the one that makes less sense. And I can hear things all around me now. So, Oh, fuck, I hope that's not the police. That light is getting closer. Look, I gotta go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 5.5 minutes while I discussed the 1977 film Holocaust 2000. I have to go. Thank you so much. Like always, if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But please, most importantly, don't forget that I'm probably gonna need bail money. And that the world is a way better place because you are in it. But I'm most likely going to need bail money because, oh, yo, that is so a cop. I gotta go. Have a good night.